Stream 85 plus channels and save up to $500 a year.
Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Talks about niggas Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle, can't stand you. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's crypto and crypto, don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high.
Good morning, Wall Street Pete. Crypto in crypto. Want to learn how to make crypto in crypto every day? You hit the like and subscribe. Talk about going on a ride. Talk about going to the moon. Crypto technical analysis. Let's get into it. The crypto news. How's everybody doing today? Good morning, Hugh. How are you this morning? You already know. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Luna Terra Luna. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, so Terra Luna, is this the next Doge coin? Is this the next meme coin? I mean, everybody and their mother is talking about it. Pretty wild how all of a sudden Terra Luna was a household name and became everybody's household name. Wall Street, P6, Crypto. We're going to talk a little bit about this Luna. I'm talking about how this moved and why, if you hit the bottom, what you're looking at right now, 36,513% up. Since the bottom of this price on May 12th, which was exactly 3 days ago, could have gotten in on this bottom. As I said, I was not touching. I still did not touch. I'm still not getting involved in this mess. This is completely up to you. This is where billionaires, millionaires can be made. Lots to talk about as crypto 36 only from the current price that we're currently imagining. If you were up here and you were a genius, or let's just be real and say you were lucky and sold at the top here, it would have been a little bit more than that, as we can see here as we raise the bar, talking about almost 60,000%. So we're talking about how things in this atmosphere. Good morning, Dustin. As you can get a chance, opportunity to be somebody great, financially set, or whatever. This is not financial advice, but you already know, right? Luna is just like me heading to the grave. So if you pay attention, definitely imagine we are getting a bullish flag right now on Luna. We do this every day, talk about the crypto price, talk about what is maybe moving in the direction. And as we know, as the trend is your friend, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 15-minute chart, so each candle represents only 15 minutes. You have to zoom in to boom in to really get an understanding of what's happening here. Terra Luna has been taking significant to the downside. Obviously, 99% of people's money, that's decimating all of your money. So you got to really be careful here. As people are starting to get into this, what is there left to lose? Well, everything still. Unfortunately, that is the crypto space. That is the crypto way. Talking about $119, $120, you have to pay attention definitely to mention where we came from. So we can sit here and scroll for an hour unless we really just do this and make you really understand. A 15-minute chart is wild looking on this here. I mean, it's wild. It's absolutely wild. Looking at the prices even here, you would have thought $88 was the top. No, as time goes on. So this is why the charts are very important. Pay attention definitely to mention Wall Street, Pete Sicto, and crypto. As you can see here from the fall, we've drastically taken a big beating. A lot of people are hurt over this. A lot of people are done over this. Crypto destroyed them, as we already know. So many thousands and thousands of Bitcoin were sold through this, and why we are here. So why are we here? Well, Dogecoin did something similar, and I wanted to get to the chart immediately. Here's Dogecoin up almost 9,000% in that move from the bottom here all the way to this area time frame of February 1st, 2021, January of last year. So if you see, there is movement, and that was just to the peak of here. So we could talk about how the peak, if you sold it, Dogecoin all the way to the 73, 74 cents of Saturday Night Live in the May of last year, if you remember exactly a year ago. Elon Musk, he went on live, right? Excuse me, and he talked about what he was going to do, his plans with Dogecoin. All it did was crash. It was nothing. It was just a sell-off. Buy the right, sell the rumor, buy the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news, and that's how we look at it. But if you pay attention, definitely to mention 14,000%. I would sign up for that in a heartbeat. So what's happening now is Terra Luna is now going to basically say, hey, let's not look at any of this. Let's erase all that, right? Everyone's wanting you to pretend that that's gone. And now we're going to sit here and see what we can gain thousands of percents up, which is, I think, a little ridiculous. So instead of hoping for that, let's talk about some other things in the crypto world. Excuse me. Okay, so as we know, Biconomy, very, very big into the Biconomy space. 40 cents. It was a lot lower than that. I believe it was like 32, 34 cents. May 12th. So we put an order fill in. It was executed, obviously. How many we bought was really none of your business. No big deal, right? The main fact is that we know it's time to buy. Dollar cost average into the market, as we've bought much higher than bico. Obviously, we already know we've bought that at $2. We bought that at $1.30 and below. And as we can continue to see here, I thought this was hilarious. I was cracking up. I couldn't stop laughing at this. This is pretty much what happened in an event of a video, if you may watch. UST and Luna bringing us along here. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Bitcoin's crashing, right, coming down as its natural ways. And as that's happening, then I couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious. It's pretty much exactly what happened to the crypto space. So if you like memes in that nature, I thought this was downright hilarious. You can see how it's falling and continuing to fall, and then you got your Bitcoin doing its typical fall, right, on the skateboard. That's the meme. That's the joke, and then completely and decimated to the bottom there until their death. But it was hilarious. I thought that was very, very funny. Lots of things to talk about on here. What I want to talk about, 2008. I do agree with this. Financial crash made more millionaires than it destroyed. Financial crashes tend to redistribute wealth. I do believe in that. I'm a big believer in that as well. People that take smart risks and have really thought out their moves tend to make crazy money out of the terrible situations, be greedy when others are fearful. I'm a very big believer in that. I've been preaching this pretty much till the cows come home. Hit that like and subscribe. You already know. Crypto fear and greed index. As we know, these times change many, many times. We are currently now in the 10 number of the 10 historic value. Extreme fear. As yesterday we continue, and as you see last month and last week, we are just in extreme fear. So this is pretty much what we're speaking of. This is what we're preaching about. While everyone else is scared, while everyone else's money is down, this is where millionaires are made, and it's just the truth. So if you have a little hustle on the side, none of this is financial advice. Just a gentleman twice as nice. Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. You follow, you hit the bell notification, you hit the all. Talk about crypto news and things of this nature. I really believe that this is where bear markets, there's a lot of things to talk about. So we're going to get back into this now. One more tidbit I wanted to talk about. Coinbase's weekly volume is actually starting to look decent. It's just hard to think the bear market would end so soon, since the 2024 halving is so far away. And it's really true. A recovery is going to be largely dependent on the stock market. I agree with this. Weekly volume could still continue to grow. What may happen here, and what he's talking about. We have 2024 coming in, and as 2024 may proceed to come through here, and as you know, from this chart, Wall Street Piece said 29,000 on the daily would be substantial to hold. We did exactly that. We've been talking about this since the fall. Before we fell, we were all the way up at 37,000, telling you there was a chance 29,000 would be here. 29,000, I believe, was the big stink of the number that we must pay attention to. And here we are on the channel today, days later, weeks later, still holding that exact same price prediction. So Wall Street Pete is on the money, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention, definitely to mention, as we are continuing to grow. Look for a dead cat bounce perhaps to come up through here. So we have to pay attention. This is a very, very important area. So as we continue to grow and talk about the crypto market, Big Daddy will always go to Bitcoin. We'll always speak about the charts. Why I believe Biconomy, the web layer 3, is important and no one's paying attention. Now, 2024, as we get into the weekly here, I want people to understand. In 18 months, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be in 2024. There will be a price prediction for January 2024, right? Will we be testing the 60,000? Will we start the 80,000 I speak of? Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's about when the time frame, that's the timeline, I believe, and I'm sorry if this is bad news for you, but Wall Street Pete Sicko at Crypto is telling you right now, right about this 2024 time frame, that halving. Every time we have a halving, Bitcoin breaks down. Currently checking this chart out tells me that I believe we can start really to progress in levels and prices of prices you've never seen before. So pay attention. Definitely to mention I'm Wall Street Pete Sicko in Crypto. We must have another video coming. We have to talk about why this weekly is important just as much as the daily. And if you see a pump, if you see a look at this, I mean, this is ultimately a price range, and if we take a peek, it was 25.5 here on this weekly. I believe we're going to get a nice bounce coming into the green few. We will see if we break the 34,000, ladies and gentlemen. That will be the number. That will be the ultimate, he said, she said, back to the flip, to the reversal up. And it may take some time for that. So understand, as I'm trying to explain to you now, as we're seeing the cycles are changing through. This is a weekly. We'll come back to the daily. This is Bitcoin. It may get boring here. But if you understand really, really deep here, I believe that these candles are coming in to a green time frame. We're not done. There's a little aftershock. I believe we come back down to touch 29,000 one more time. This will be the range. This will be the realm. This will be where we are. So Bitcoin could be doing this for a little bit. Like I said, time frame coming in. I do believe we will start an ascending channel. It's going to take some time. Like I said, this is the daily. Pay attention to this line. Things will start to correct. The total crypto market cap, 1.30 trillion. So nothing really to sneeze at. But we are increasing slowly, 5% in the last 24 hours. If you pay attention to some of the things coming up here, we got Crime up 22%, Stefan up 13, and Pancake Swap 8.5, just about. Still hovering above the 30,000, looking pretty strong. Jasmine to the moon, Gary. I know you love Jasmine, and Jasmine is just under a cent right now. If you can accumulate some more, not a bad thing. This is what I've been doing. Pay attention definitely to mention anything under the $400 for BNB has got to be a steal. Of course, we're in a bearish trend here. 55 cents. I can't imagine Cardano really just being so cheap. With Solana at its heels, we already know, up 12%. So these are some prices, even though we're down 31.5% of the Solana in the last week. You have to understand the fall, the traumatic fall. All right, so we're back. Yeah, we lost the mic for a second. I apologize about that. But if you pay attention to what I was saying, we have a couple here that, really on the cheap. If you pay attention to the last 24 hours, it's definitely mind-boggling. Some of these are up 5, 6, 15% avalanche. But look at the 7 days, the last week, we already know we've been getting a butt kicking. So pay attention. This is where you get opportunities. These are big opportunities right now. A lot of people don't understand. You have to be greedy when the rest of the people are fearful, right? It's like everything else today. If you're doing the same thing, if you're sheep, you're doing exactly as somebody's plan. So don't ever be someone's plan. You need to start to be the plan. Confidence, well, that's an option. That's up to you. So you want to have confidence in what you do, I suggest you do your own research. Learn about what you're putting your money in. Stop looking at these as the names that they are and start paying attention to the asset that they are. Bitcoin today is clear as day to me. Bitcoin is the most stable, the most secure digital asset today. If you find any other cryptocurrency to be that level, you let me know. I believe that Bitcoin is the way to go. Ethereum is obviously at its heels, clicking behind, looking very strong. We have some volume in the last 24 hours, looking very strong for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, obviously, after we fell, what is left to happen? Well, we have to go up. So pay attention to what's going on in the total crypto market. We do need to get back to at least $1.5 trillion. I believe that's very important for the crypto space. Please pay attention to that as we will continue to rise here. The stock market's falling. The crypto space is falling. We talked about that. 10. Extreme fear. We've been like this for a month. You already know. We need to find out. This is the most important question. Is this the bear market before? Because we know every single time we've gotten into the halvings, what's happened next? Well, Bitcoin went on a nice rally. And if you paid attention to those rallies, you would understand that this was a part of the halving. Halvings happen every 4 years. We're already going through into the 2. If you pay attention, definitely to mention, these were some of the cycles that started us up and got us going through. So pay attention, definitely to mention here, 2020, that was the time to get in. So if you pay attention to the 2020 part, December, we'll get to the last month here, 18,000. And then the halving started, and what went on beyond next was a nice bull run that a lot of people weren't able to capitalize on. So understand, not many of you new to the space are making money right now. Matter of fact, most of you are losing. What we're going to have to take is that halvings. The 2024 halvings is so far away. We believe, as crypto analysis, that there is going to be another upside before this 2024 timeframe. I'm a big believer in that. Where's the 2024 timeframe? Ladies and gentlemen, we talked about it already. The 2024 timeframe is beyond. So we got some time here. If you pay attention down here, 2024, looking at this chart here, well, we got some time. So let's see what happens. I strongly believe we can retest anywhere up to the all-time high. I know it's baby steps. Pay attention, definitely to mention, on a weekly chart like this. We've been doing nothing but falling. What have we done in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks? We must pay attention to that. And if you pay attention to that traumatic fall, you will understand that's where the parabolic moves come from. All the way down on the Bitcoin price. And could you imagine 45.5% Bitcoin? That's what we did in the last 5-6 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, coming up to this one. 7 weeks, so just about 2 months, you lost your portfolio in Bitcoin. 46% roughly. Understand, as Terra Luna by economy down 98% in the year. Harmony token, which was trading 19 cents not too long ago. This is one Harmony token. As I said, I'm accumulating as much as I can below the 5 cents as possible. 40 cents by economy we got into. Looking to see where we can get in by economy. A lot of tokens to talk about, a lot of assets. This is what we do. If you hit the like and subscribe, we talk about going on a ride, losing, holding in a cold wallet till 2030. See, there you go. So Kit Kat, she has a plan. He has a plan, whoever that may be. They have a plan. They're going to hold till 2030, and then they're going to take it out. And I'll tell you right now, 2030, that's a really good goal. So if you're looking at a goal of time, or you're looking at a goal of how many you want to get, I'm trying to accumulate 100,000 by economy. That's my goal. It's a realistic goal for me. I wish I had more. Unrealistic, but 10 to 100,000 by economy. That's what my goal is to do. I'm going to keep purchasing by bico until my hands fall off and I could no longer buy any. Cardano, maybe another one. We're getting ready to go. I just wanted to do a 15-20 minute video and explaining what I believe was happening here. And this is just a weekly chart running off. And if you pay attention, like I said, 45% Bitcoin, right? Well, you could have been in this. You could have lost 67% on Cardano. So this is what I'm trying to explain. Some people are getting whacked. Harmony One token. These are all tokens I believe in. These are all tokens I trust in. I showed you this 5-6 cents way before we were trading there. We were at 11. And I said, we're probably going to come down back to the 5 cents. Why? Because history repeats itself from July, 2021, the 19th that day. So if you pay attention to what's happening, we're repeating. We're getting some liquidity grabs to the downside. These very historical fall big wick candles that are just touching. And then what happens is the market consolidates. It gets a little boring sideways action. And then that's where you get your pull to the upside. The people disbelieve in it. They wind up selling because it's so boring. The smart money buy is ultimately taking profits at new highs, creating a double top. you know, then you're selling out. Obviously, you don't get stuck in this position. This is how we do it. Harmony token, Harmony 1, just to give you an example, 37 cents. Because you imagine, some people actually bought it at 37 cents, did not see the double top pattern. 37 cents and beyond. If you look at this chart here, pay attention to it there. We went just about 38 cents at the top. Did a double top. Poor pattern formation, unfortunately for some people, did not catch that. And then ultimately, you're on the sidelines waiting to buy back. And that's what we did. Now we're buying under 5 cents. It seems like a dream. Get to the daily chart. Pay attention to what is happening. We're still falling. Yes, this is going to take some time. It could be a dead cat bounce. Like I said, 18 months into the making. So she's talking about holding till 2030. I'm just talking about 18 months. Pay attention definitely to mention these prices were down here once before. We will not hit down below, but understand where we've come from on the Harmony 1 token back in the day. As you can see here, as I'm making a complete mess, prices of 0.0046. So fractions of pennies. We're talking about a penny stock at this point, it feels like. Let's see what else. What other important ones before we go that Wall Street Pete believes in. ApeCoin. Not a huge believer, but I believe you can make some money in this crypto space. Anything under Jasmy, we already know in October we killed it with Jasmy. We absolutely killed, if that's what you want to use that type of talk. In Jasmy, we made a lot of money in October. Go check out my October videos. We talked about Jasmy, how we were going to make some money here, and how this chart here, it blew my mind. So another one payment system I do believe a little bit in, but understand what happened. You got decimated, right? So this is why it's so important during the bear markets to take advantage of the price, as this is the Bitfinex chart here. Daily, all right, each candle represents a day. See where we came all the way from, and understand here, talking about a top of 32 cents, 35 cents. I remember talking about this price here, and nothing but falling wedges since then. Your money's decimated. This is why you must always take profits. If you're accumulating more, at least if you took profits at the top 50%, you only lost a fraction of what you gained. You're now still up. It's hard. It's hard to talk like that and say, well, guess what? I sold up here 50%. I'm still holding 50%. I lost my money. I got decimated, but I made more than what I put in, so I'm not upset about that, right? You're still in the crypto game. It's house money at this point. That's if you played the game I did. So understand what's going on. Resistance back from, this is Solana. This is another token I do believe in. Back all the way into April 19, 2021, we established a resistance. The resistance was $53. Wow, right? Coincidental? No. So pay attention to $54, having some time, having some real crypto big top out here. All-time high, $57.97, almost $58 in the May 19 time frame of the 2021. Well, obviously, we know we went much higher than that, but if you were a Solana holder during that time frame, you didn't believe this boring sideways action was going to pop and obviously create all-time highs to the prices that we now are dreaming of once again. So $260 is seeming to be close to the top for Solana. Why am I into this token? Well, we flipped resistance right here into now hopefully some type of support. So now if we do establish the support levels, and if we do zoom in to boom in a little bit and understand of what is happening here, and if I do believe so, looking at this daily candle here on Solana, if you're a Solana fan, currently right about here, we are establishing some support at the 52.68 price. And if you see here, right? We talked about it back into this time frame, how that was resistance before we exploded. So now what I'm wondering what we're going to do, I do believe there's a fall into the crypto space still coming. We're going to keep getting this bounce. If we remain below it, you already know we'll have to come through, repeat history, and have to make this a resistance price once again. If we establish something similar to this, you should then get excited, start buying these bottom snake dips. These will then be the time frames you could dollar cost average in each single time. You get a price something like this of this nature. I'm not saying this is exactly going to happen. And then you'll see obviously back up to the support, to the slash resistance. Now $46 we're talking. If you see that happen, then it will then repeat. And I do believe you will then see a parabolic move coming to the upside. It will be testing you. There will be a ticker bounce, obviously, before we go to the upside. So pay attention, high volatile waves. I do believe these are some of the resistance levels to pay attention to. Old support, what is that? Well, roughly right about the $78. So if I am taking a long position on Solana on this trade right now, I would do so and look for the $78 range. Wall Street Pete taking profits ultimately at that price. You have to pay attention to the opportunities in the crypto space. Capitalize on your money because right now a lot of people are hurting. So right now, if you're a working man, working woman, you can make money, you can buy and make mistakes and fix your high-priced average in. I'm stuck at Solana at $100. Pretend. Well, if I keep buying enough at $52, I can promise you my average buy-in price is going to eventually get lower to the 100. We're going to eventually be at $75. Before you know it, I'm going to be here at the 78 taking profits because my average got lower. $104 I'm stuck at. I'm buying 33. Now I'm really killing the dip. Now I'm in at $60 averages. Really strong, right? Imagine that. Dollar cost average in. You bought 2,000 at 104. Well, I bought another 4,000, say, at these prices. So now I am 2/3 higher in a lower price, 2/3 of my money is now in a lower price of this dip. We're now dollar cost averaging. We're going to check our averages out. Our money is just going to get less and less. You're going to see your average of Solana buy-in price is going to be somewhere around $55. You're going to be able to sell at 78. You're going to be able to correct the mistake you made when you bought it at 104, thinking that this was the bottom of the dip, and then you see what happened, obviously. So a lot of people did that. Don't tell me you didn't do it. That's crazy. Let's be real. If you're buying the dip, if you're dollar cost averaging in, you bought it at multiple prices going down. Very smart. So pay attention to something similar of that. FTM, Phantom. Another one people like. Similar situation, ladies and gentlemen. All of these charts are going to look and resemble something similar to what we're looking at up here, right? Everything has fallen. We're looking to see if we can get these bullish patterns. Look and see if we can find an ascending triangle pattern. I don't see one yet. Looking for a head and shoulders pattern. Perhaps this is the inverted. What would happen is it would create a neckline. The first neckline I have here is at 96 cents for the Phantom price. If this is something you're interested, you hit the like and subscribe. You can tell me in the chat what you like to go over. What's the next coin? We usually do this for you. That is an inverted head and shoulders pattern, creating a resemblance of this copycat in March 13th of 2022. What will happen then is the money that takes profits will then retrace, will come down, hit the old support, probably come back. Then you will find out that your head inverted is now a shoulder. So now you're starting a head and shoulders pattern. Oh, wow. Technical analysis is now coming into play. Looking at the Phantom price, FTX on this chart. If you're interested, this is a daily. You will then find yourself somewhere into the realm of the 67 cents. Now we're talking doubling our money, getting over to the 70 cents mark, 2 timesing my money. As we know already, $1.75 and $1.80 was a very strong price for Phantom. So you have to pay attention to some of the indicators of what's going on. Get TradingView. It's free if you would like it. They got the MACD set up. What I like to use is my Bollinger Bands EMA exponential moving average. Now, what happens is there's too much going on here for most of you to pay attention to. Checking out my bands, and you see the band flip bearish. We already know. Trying to see where the price is under the EMA, and where it's going to take me is right to the ribbon of the tip here, and that's 63 cents. So I believe I actually said that 63 cents is going to be something significant where I see a resistance coming for Phantom. This is something I may have to write down here. We talked about Phantom because that's a big deal. We talked about a little bit about Jasmine. It's under a cent. Please understand how important that may come into. I'm giving you a couple of resistance prices real quick. 1.5 cent. So 1.5 cent, if you are currently taking an open position, this is something you shall do. Do your own research. None of this is financial advice, but this is a gentleman twice as nice. I'm going to explain this to you real quick. The EMA, we're going to jump around some of the EMA ribbons. This is Wall Street Pete, Fast Talk Money. He wants to check out Link. Dustin, let's check it out. Chainlink, if I were to keep looking at the bottom of my EMA, understand $9.60. Once again, this is easy homework. You could do this on your own TradingView chart. I'm telling you right now, this doesn't happen all the time. We are in a specific moment where there is a dead cat bounce coming into the market. A lot of people don't understand this. What's happening is we're filling up with the volume. The total crypto market space is going to climb to about 140. 1.40 trillion market cap. We will then find that to be affecting the crypto prices. What's going to happen is you're going to get this price action. It's going to be a dead cat bounce, most likely. You're then going to be able to get into a trade similar to all these altcoins, which ones I believe in are the ones I'm going over. So Chainlink is one of them, even though Dustin in the super chat, one of the wolves Sids did say, let's pay attention. Can we get a little thing on this one? EMA, exponential moving average, we're going to bump up to 967. Pay attention. Definitely to mention on that. Solana, I believe I gave you that, but no, I did. Solana, another one, a quick tidbit before we go. 78.80. What would I rather take my profits at? $73. Beat the whales. Do what you got to do. But now I'm looking at this chart. $73. I will. Wall Street Pete is taking profits. This is my scenario. These are my moves here, my strategies. None of these are going to be similar to what you're doing. Now, like I said, I see the EMA, but I also see an 89 cents. I will be taking profits on Polygon Matic. These are some of the tokens I put my time in, my money, my research, and I do believe in them as I do check out. Terra Luna. Some of y'all are losing your shenanigans over this token. It has now become a part of something you can't stop looking at, can't stop paying attention to. And if you look at the daily chart here, it is not that exciting, but it's sideways boring action, dead boring sideways action. That is a wild chart to pay attention to. This is the daily. If I go to the 4-hourly, you will then begin to see what has happened. It is now starting to settle. There are 4-hour candles that are finally starting to find a sideways action. I know this is probably hurting your head. Look at this, but the EMA, exponential moving average in here, I do believe there's a breakout coming. I do believe it's to the downside. People are taking some of their money back. This is now becoming a meme coin. As we said, we'll finish with what we started. Terra Luna is boring sideways action. There could be a break to the upside. Pay attention to that. If I do get to my 15-minute chart, and I do try to zoom in for all of you so we can get an understanding of what we're looking at here as we get ready to go, because Terra Luna now I'm not involved in, but some of y'all love it. Can't help talking about it. Why? Because it can make us money. And look at this. This is like surgery right now, trying to get into the chart of Terra Luna. This is what we're talking about. So right now I do see the double top. I do believe so. What the bottom will take you all the way to this. Whew! We got 3 zeros, ladies and gentlemen. 3 zeros, 199. So I do believe you will see a fall come down. You will get an opportunity to buy that price again right there, the 3 zeros, 199 Terra Luna. Then this is Tether on KuCoin. If you're interested, it's a 15-minute chart. What I believe happens here, and this is a Fibonacci sequence. I'm going to do it for you. Everyone loves my Fibonacci sequence. I love it. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to show you what I believe may happen before you get another pump to the upside. All right. Fibonacci sequence. There is the 38.2 pullback. That is the 3 zeros, 199, but we're looking at, no, that's wrong. Excuse me. It's 50%. So we're closer to the 50% Fibonacci sequence pullback, and that is the golden pocket as we are currently in the golden pocket for Terra Luna. That is something exciting. Now, this is a 15-minute chart, so pay attention definitely to mention this will change very quickly. This is not going to hold very long. This is short-term time frame. What I believe now, if we're going to get a significant bounce, if we're not going to be able to accumulate more at this point, 0.00002, you're going to be able to find it right now. But, like I said, technical analysis never seems to fail. This is a perfect, let me say, falling wedge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a falling wedge right about here where we are is currently something going to trick you. It is going to pump to the upside, if I believe it will. We will stay somewhere in this range. We will then come back. We will then play in this area. You will then find out. This is where we get, and this is the 15th of the day, so into tonight or tomorrow, we are going to get a significant pull to the upside or to the downside. Common sense, right? Thank you, Captain Obvious. I'm sorry, it's like the weatherman. But you must understand that this is the time frame we are preparing ourselves for this move on Terra Luna. If you are one of the people who want to make money, if you're one of those people who want to pay attention to that, I would then pay attention quickly and strongly to the 61.8 Fibonacci sequence. If we don't get a pullback, Terra Luna is dead. I repeat, If we don't, this is the danger zone. If we don't get a significant bounce to the pink side, which I'm going to make it pink for everyone to see, clearly, as you see, we cannot go any further down, you're in trouble. So pay attention. You may be able to accumulate more at the 0.30s to accumulate a little bit more. I do believe so. That will be somewhere still into this falling wedge, which will then ultimately take me to a profits of 0.0003. So if you're into that, what is that percentage? How much am I making off this move? Is it worth it? I don't know. That's completely up to you. But if you are able to snag at the bottom of this price here, and you do get to what I'm trying to explain to you right about there, you are 45% up on your money. I don't think that's too shabby. So I know that the banks will not offer that to you. I know that this is a possibility scenario. Pay attention to the price. It's not that significant. This is the breakout of the falling wedge for Terra Luna. I thought I would take some time out at the end of this video just to show you why a lot of people are making money and why I believe it is going to move. A lot of people understand, right? We took a big butt whooping. It is now settling. It did find the bottom. The bottom is in this realm here. When did that happen? We already talked about it. That is May 12th. That was 3 days ago. This is the result of 3 days, 60,000%. I'm not even sure if that makes sense to any one of you, but this is what some of the people are doing. Some of the people got in there up here. You have to understand, as I study here, a lot of people, and we'll get to maybe an hourly, a lot of people kept buying and kept losing and losing and losing. Understand, you don't try to catch a falling knife. This is what will happen to you if you decide to do something in that similar fashion. Please be careful when you trade. You will lose everything. And I'll tell you right now, I'd hate to be the person, and I'm sure there's somebody on this channel watching right now, and I'm confident there's someone on this channel watching right now, wondering, will Terra Luna ever get back to $120? I have to be real as steel. I'm Wall Street Pete. I do not believe that Terra Luna will ever, in the next year or two, be able to get past this $34 resistance. Yes, I said it. I believe that we will in a couple years find the $50 of Terra Luna, and look at this mess I made trying to tell you just this is old stuff. You may never see that again. This is the crypto space, ladies and gentlemen. You hit the like and subscribe. We talk about crypto news. We talk about technical analysis. I'm looking at the hourly chart here, and I'm going to start over. I'm going to get rid of everything. This seems to be a very big topic. A lot of people are excited about Terra Luna. I guess because of the chance of the gains. They see it, they get excited, and I want you to understand it's not what it's all cracked up to be. It's not cracked up to be, excuse me. This is the EMA exponential moving average, and as I said to you, there is something happening. The bands are getting super tight. There is a significant move coming. I don't know how else to say it, but this is what the indicators do for me. And this is KuCoin on Tether. As we know, Terra Luna was all the way up to $120. I'm going to spend a little more time in this video because it seems like a lot of people are interested in what's happening. And what I want you to understand is there's a time frame here from the May 10th of these $32, this $30 range. This is where I think that, yeah, someday in the next couple of years, you're going to be able to get yourself out. I would love to be wrong, and I would love to see how this makes a move quicker. But you have to be realistic in this crypto space. Please understand that is something that will take you by surprise. So now, as you see here, the EMA exponential moving average, every time I get really tight, we get a fall or we get a move to the upside, right? Every time I get tight, right, all the way up, as you see, we went to $100, all the way coming from $79 here, coming from April 17th of this year. It was just a month ago. So and that's the scary part. That's the scary part. We were trading $67 May 7th. That was last week. Last week, $67. We're talking about a token, 0.0002. So you have, as you sit here and you make your money and you make your thousands of gains and you get excited, as I'm going to sit here and ramble on a little bit and talk about this crypto price here of Terra Luna. There's some people who lost everything. There's some people who never want to see crypto, never want to hear the word crypto, and never want to hear nothing about it ever again. So as you're sitting here making your gains, it's almost like we do a pledge, right? We sit here in a moment of silence for the people who we've lost in the crypto space, which is many over this. You know what, though? It's give or take. We're going to gain as many followers just because of the hype now. right? We're going to gain a lot of people in the crypto space, Terra Luna, Dogecoin. And that's what this video is about. It's very significant because of the price, the possibilities, the potential, right? This is why we're here. So the potential, the massive gains. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love for this to come back all the way to $1, right? And if you pay attention, definitely mention what would happen if we somehow got back to $1. Well, we're talking about 3,300% on your money, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we're here. Now, pay attention to that 3,000.5% per se, right? 3,500% of your money. And look at the move that it needs to take from this chart. It's almost disgusting to even think that that would be the move, that little speck, to 3,000% your money. That is why we're here. That is why we're talking about Terra Luna. Now, at that point in time, you would 3,000% your money, there would be a $33 resistance. But we would first then have to find this old little support of 27.5 that we sat at. And you would have to understand that that would be where I would take my profits. Now, this sounds disgusting because I do not think anytime soon Terra Luna is going to be there. But there is going to be an ascending channel taking us to somewhere in that realm. What will be the very first massive thing is $10 after we start a new dollar range. Understand, once we do get $1 back into this asset, the money, the gateways will flow into billions and billions of dollars. It will be a $15 billion market cap. Want to call my bluff on it for this to have to happen. Now, as you can see here, Terra Luna, there's no way in hell we're heading that direction. Let's see if we can find it on here, because that would be interesting. 207. This is Terra at that price currently, right now. If we were to come back, and I say if, as you see the volume, right? We look at the thousands, we look at the millions, look at the billions. It's almost 5 billion in volume. Now, that's a lot of volume coming into the market. Circulating supply. We would then have to have about a 15 in the market cap. I say a 15 billion market cap. In order for us to come back to where we were, that's insane. If you look at the price from where it is, we're just adding a zero. So at that point in time, ladies and gentlemen, understand what Terra Luna must have to do in order for us to come all the way back up to these types of prices and levels. Your money, yes, there are millionaires made out of this. But like I said, right now in time, we're just merely looking at a Dogecoin scenario. These profits, these prices only move just like Dogecoin. And if I were to say, I'm looking at Dogecoin right now, and if I were to sit here and peek at this, ladies and gentlemen, can you agree? We've been going sideways for a decent amount of time here. It's only a matter of time before we break this handle here. It's only a matter of time before Dogecoin really starts doing something here. Ladies and gentlemen, this big falling wedge that we are proceeding to get, this is pretty much the crypto space in a nutshell. And if you see this falling wedge is strongly descending, well, the volume's clicking in, ladies and gentlemen. The smart money is buying. Inverted head and shoulders pattern. There is an inverted coming. I do believe that there's a lot of problems coming through with Bitcoin. And I believe that's why currently right now it's stuck. It's consolidating. Like I said, we talk about Big Daddy all the time. What I need is a shoulder to form at that 34,000, 35,000. Once we break that neckline and Bitcoin is doing this kind of move, the rest of the market will then proceed. I believe in all of the tokens I'm in. I do believe there is a cup and handle right here, as you see, is forming. What will happen is 61 cents by economy. We're flipping back and forth here. There's something to buy here, the 59 cents perhaps. I'm excited for this. There's a falling wedge coming here. I do believe we're going to break out. Cup and handle coming. The rest of the market is looking healthy, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, dollar cost average into the market. There are dead cat bounces all over the place. Pay attention. This is now Cardano for one last TA. We're out of here. This is a 43-minute video. I did not expect to do. Lots of work to do today. Falling wedge breaking out currently. We want to see what happens here. What I need to see from Cardano, and what I need to see from Cardano is this trend line of 59 cents broken. If Cardano, and I'm going to have to add that onto there now, breaks this 59 cents, we will then find a reversal to the upside. Now, we will have to find out, because what's going to happen is this is the dead cat bounce. So if you're getting a dead cat bounce and you're receiving something, which the entire market obviously is very, very normal to be doing, you will then get that. It'll come up, and that's something we'll see. Ultimately, coming back to your bottom, 49 cents would be the last time to be able to accumulate a little bit of more Cardano. So hopefully you enjoyed this long video. I didn't enjoy a long video. I like to get it quick, but there's so much information. There's so many tokens to pay attention to. And if you see what's happening right here, we are getting this ascending triangle pattern from this, I want to say, dip of 40 cents. So if I get rid of all this and I show you here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm kind of excited for this. There is something happening here. I haven't seen an ascending triangle pattern in a long time. But I do believe we are getting something similar to this, and this is where it's currently breaking down and coming through. As you see, the up and down movement is getting less and less significant. We're either going to find that here, and like I said, this is your ultimate come through. Pay attention to that price. There's two levels to pay attention to. I'm going to do it real quick before we go. This is the second level, and obviously, as I just said, the first level was 59 cents coming up into the 60. You're going to have to pay attention to this, because what's happening here is we are getting a little bit of some volume in here, looking like there may be a neckline broken coming up. If God forbid we do that, which is a good God forbid, I'm going to get ready to go in a second. This price here will create a shoulder. Like I said, you will then find yourself all the way on the last level of 80 cents. Imagine Cardano trying to break the neckline of 80 cents. That is going to be your last level, and then I believe we will get an immediate fall. So I'm Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Went over a few tokens. This is just a gentleman who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Used to work on Wall Street. I miss this place very much. But hey, gentleman just used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange is now giving you crypto advice. What do I know, right? I'm just Wall Street Pete. Have a great day, everybody. Please be careful. Scammers in the comment sections are getting much worse every single day on my channel. But please hit the bell notification, hit the all button, so when we do go live, you can put in the comment section. We're going to go to the chat time. You'll be able to sit here. You'll be able to talk to Wall Street Pete. Here's the stream right up there. Excuse me, the other way. Right there is the stream chat. If you are one of my followers, one of my subscribers, we can have a conversation right here in the super chat. So it's wonderful. I'm sorry that it was such a long video. This was a very, very long video, but there was a lot of tokens that we went over. The crypto space is looking to come back and maybe recover, but like I said, there's an aftershock coming. So we may touch that 29,000 one more time. A lot of people are going to get upset. It is Sunday. Sunday is bearish every Sunday. So Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. I thought I'd let you know, just a gentleman who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Have a great day. The stream is over. Please be careful. Luna, you could lose your shirt. It's a scary place.